When I was 6, I ate a bag of plums, 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 plums. When I was 6, I ate a bag of plums. After tea, we played games. And I said, fantastic, 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 fantastic. And there's my brother, he's doing the same. Boom, ah, boom, ah. There's my mum, she's doing the same. 132, 132, 132, 132, 132, 132, 132. But my dad, what does he do? He stuffs a great big chunk of ice into his mouth, and then that really does it.
Let me talk to someone with a brain.
Do you want an apple? No. What do you want then? An apple. Will you make your fucking mind up? Baby shitter. Sometimes my mum and dad used to go out. This meant that my brother had to baby shit me. He hated it because I just wouldn't go to bed when he told me to. He was 4 years older than me. Well, actually, he was 4 years older than me. He'd shout, he'd rant and rave, dig in. But I never went until I heard the front door open with Mum and Dad coming back. And then I'd be upstairs, into bed, in. Anyway, after a few months of this, my Mum and Dad tried something new. Just before they went out, they said, "You vicious bastard!" Okay, I said, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, Mum, okay. Don't worry about it. And off I went to bed. I lay there, waiting to hear the Skyfugel. Slap! And straight away, I was out the bed, down the stairs, into my brother's room. There he is, sitting there, reading. The Hollywood. First of all, he tries vanilla ice cream of Michael. He goes on reading. I think, I'll make it cod and chip. He starts to laugh. Look, yeah, look. The cod was huge. So now I go and stand by the door. And I hunch my shoulders and spat some on my brother. And I said, I don't like very much. He starts to laugh. All right, he says, look, right, that's it. He sounds like he's going to really do for me. So now he tries, I'm going to be the Skyfugel. Michael will get so fed up, he'll go back to bed. He starts up a chant. Sandwiches and chocolate and drink. He doesn't stop. Sandwiches and chocolate and drink. Sandwiches and chocolate and drink. He goes on for ages. Sandwiches and chocolate and drink. I try to talk to him. Look out the window. There's sandwiches and chocolate and drink. I'm dying for a wee. Sandwiches and chocolate and drink. We're coming to runway 4 now. If you look to your right, you can see 2 planes. Sandwiches and chocolate and drink. He stops. Suddenly he looks pleased. And he settles down with his book and waits. Meanwhile, I've got big paper umbrella. They're going to come back and find me here. And I've got paper umbrella stuck in the top. And it's all my fault. I try and I get that ice cream and chocolate sauce to work. Fiddle, riddle, diddle, diddle, fiddle, riddle, diddle, diddle. For 3 hours I'm at it, and all the time my brother is spitting. The front door opens. Hello! My mum calls out. She gets to my brother's door. Did Michael stay in bed all right? She's trying to turn the handle. Quick! Get out! Get out of here! The Skyfugel has escaped, says my dad cheerily. No answer from us inside. My brother is waiting for me to say something. I'm hoping he'll say something. We're looking at each other. Quick! Get out! Says my dad, getting a bit cross. Oh no! The moment I dread when Dad goes from being chocolate sauce to absolutely jelly stuff. In a weedy little voice I say, don't scratch. You never tell him off. Now he's biting his nails. That really winds them up. There's my mum. Is that you, Michael? You still up? You promised you'd stay in bed. It isn't fair on Brian. And there's my dad, and he's roaring.
Won't you believe it, the little pig? And the door's jammed. I'll have to break it down. God, when I get inside, oh, he's going to be in for big trouble.
And me, I'm standing there all shaky and sorry and shuddery. But my brother, what's he doing? He's smiling all over his big face. Yeah, he took the key out, passed it under the door and they opened it and I dashed out off to bed faster than an electronic drink. I've got magic tricks. My favourite was the Viking. This is how we played. I shoved the Viking horn really hard and fast into my brother's head. Blimey. Sometimes my mum and dad shout. This meant that my brother had to blob me. Mum says, this isn't peach, this is... I said, what's a... And she said, I don't know.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
Box. I made a box with a lid and paper big enough for me to sit in. I took the chance, climbed in and bolted the lid above me. And everything was lovely once again. Wonderful. Not long after, a few days later, I went to the box, saw my dad in there, and he's going. So I said, are you all right? No, says my dad. And I said, what's the matter? He said, my big butt stuck. My butt cheeks are really wobbly. When I get in, if there's one thing I love, it's a fat man. I love the feel of my tongue and lips on the tight skin, then I make my teeth cut into his flesh so the blood jumps into my mouth, the coolness and the wetness. So now I get the spoon and put a few grains on the flesh. Dig in. So with my next bit, a tasty feel starts under my tongue. I get a piece of brain and all the jelly sticky stuff mixes with the juicy blood stuff. And that's the way it goes down now. Blood juiced in a lovely, wet, fleshy, savoury, flavoury, round the mouth, fruity, bloody mush. Shram and Sheddle. There's an old shop in Islington called Shram and Sheddle. Today it's a shop that sells razors, key rings, clothes brushes, bath salts and chocolate gingers. I imagine that a long time ago it was a dancing school. And it went like this. Mr. Shram was the hamburger. Mr. Sheddle came home to sort things out, with his foot on the strawberry ice cream. Sometimes Mr. Shram thought Mr. Sheddle wasn't working hard enough, so he shouted, Sheddle? And Sheddle snarled back, Scram! Shram! And so it went on, day after day. Sheddle, scram, shram, Sheddle, scram, shram, Sheddle, scram, shram. Dad said, I'll have a Hollywood. So I said, he won't eat it. They're huge. And I ran and jumped on my plane. And then I dropped bombs on Hitler. He had a moustache. And then we went home. Mum said, did you have a good time, boys? And my brother said, it was great. Really great. The doctor said, why don't you put a little gadget inside your ass so as not to feel it so much?
I'm not going on a bear hunt again.
When I was 2, I ate dog dirt. Nice, nice, nice.